Well, it's now time for our arts and culture segment, and we have our very own Lee Tae Ho joining us live in the studio this afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Tae Ho.
Good afternoon. Looking very nice as usual.
Oh, thank you, and yourself as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, that very colory, I guess, highlight of your shirt.
Kind of a cowboy image today.
Yes. Well, I'm glad you like it. I'm hearing that there are quite a few music industry giants making a comeback for the fall season.
Exactly correct. Now, every Thursday we update you on the latest on the music scene, and today we'll be taking a look at some of the greatest fall albums to keep you nice and warm during the cooling weather outside. First up is Korea's little sister and global fan favorite IU. But no longer is she the girl next door, as she has shed that image and is now returning to the music scene all grown up. She spent the past year building a successful acting career, and now she is set to refocus all of her attention on her music career. Recording for her latest album is said to have taken 9 months, and the record is slated to contain a variety of different music styles ranging from Latin pop to jazz and even some folk-inspired tunes. Modern Times, her third studio album, is scheduled to be released next month on October 7th. Next up is a member of one of the original American boy bands, Justin Timberlake. Recording for the second half of his two-part album, The 2020 Experience, was completed in just 20 days with world-renowned producer Timbaland. The album arrives exactly 6 months after its predecessor and at the perfect time for Grammy consideration. The release date for The 2020 Experience Part 2 is just 4 days from today on September 30th.
This mixture of like giddiness.
And last but certainly not least is the runner-up on the popular Korean audition program Superstar K, Busker Busker. The three-man indie band is back with its latest album, which was released just yesterday and is already sweeping the charts. Following the release of its latest album, simply titled Busker Busker 2, the group is also set to kick off a nationwide tour starting in Busan on October 3rd and concluding in Seoul with a special 2-night performance on November 1st and 2nd. Check out their latest album, Busker Busker 2, for some soothing melodies during the cool fall season.
You know, Tae Ho, they all look like great albums for the fall season, but especially Busker Busker, their songs have a tendency to, get stuck in your mind and play over and over again in your head just after a few times of listening to it.
You know, you're exactly correct. The first time you listen to a song by Busker Busker, it doesn't seem to have a lot of impact, but it kind of works your way into your mind and you can't really get it out of your head.
Right. Well, I'm sure all the fans across the globe are awaiting all these fabulous albums out for this season.
Well, rumor is there's a lot of big music industry giants scheduled for comebacks later this year. So you gotta check in with us every Thursday for all your latest on the Korean as well as international music scene. And now it's time to check out what's hot and what's not on your weekly K-pop Top 10. And we kick it off this week at the number 10 spot with Beautiful Life by the lovely married couple of Tiger JK and Yoon Mi-tae, moving down 1 spot from last week. At number 9 is Don't Cry Love by The One, which is part of the soundtrack for the Korean drama 2 Weeks, starring Lee Jung-gi. Number 8 is the hot track Can You Love Me by the girl group Five Dolls. And down 2 spots from last week at number 7 is Touch Love by Yoon Mi-tae in her second appearance on the chart this week. The song is part of the soundtrack for the hit drama Master's Son, starring So Ji-seop and Kong Yoo-jin. Also down 2 spots from last week, we see the talented Tiger JK and Yoon Mi-tae once again with The Cure at number 6. Since they have seemed to be all over the charts this week, let's go ahead and take a closer look. After 5 years of inactivity, Tiger JK is back as Drunken Tiger with wife Yoon Mi-tae as well as hip-hop artist Busy. The song is dedicated to all those going through difficulties in life and was inspired by the hardships he himself has endured on the road to prominence and bliss. Kicking off the top half of the charts this week at number 5, down 3 spots from last week, is G-Dragon's Crooked. And shedding his muscle man image to showcase his sweet, sweet voice for the drama Good Doctor is Kim Jong-kook with You Don't Know at number 4. Here we go with the top 3 songs of the week. At number 3, we have the hot track by Soyu and Mad Clown, Stupid in Love. Let's take a closer look. Soyu of the popular girl group Sistar has teamed up with the hip-hop MC Mad Clown, who achieved fame and popularity on the Korean hip-hop audition program, Show Me the Money 2. The runner-up this week at number 2 is the hot track No Matter What by Seo In-guk, which is also a part of the soundtrack for the drama Master's Son. And the winner of the number 1 spot this week is Higher by Ailey featuring Iruma. And that wraps it up for this week's Top 10 K-pop chart.
You know, I think we can definitely feel that it's fall, the season of fall, with all these, I guess, more or less, slow songs making up the charts this week. And it would be interesting to see how the landscape of the top 10 would have changed next week with all these giant comebacks.
Well, you know what? You can certainly expect the charts to be changing quite a bit because as soon as Busker Busker's album was released yesterday, all 9 tracks on their album swept through the real-time charts and are numbers 1 through 9 on all of the major music sites here in Korea.
So, Tae Ho, what do you think it is about Busker Busker that's just, I guess, moving the hearts of many Koreans around?
Well, I think they had this seasonal kind of trend going on because all of the music tends to be really soothing and according to the weather outside, and the warm and soothing voice of the lead vocal kind of warms your heart for this cooling fall season.
Right, and also their acoustic melodies are probably, affect those our hearts in this fall season as well.
Exactly correct.
All right, well, thank you, Tae Ho, for that, and we'll see you again tomorrow with other arts and culture.
All right, I'll see you again tomorrow.